Hi, Selena. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this website audit for you, and I hope you find this helpful. Firstly, I really love the photos that you've used of you. They're really smiley, they're really happy, they're very inviting. I love that. It's also quite cool the way your website sort of does this horizontal slide thing as well. I like that. First tweak would be down here where you talk about like how you help people nourish their body. I like that sentence, but can you sort of elaborate what that would mean for someone? So they help individuals learn how to nourish their body, reduce stress, rediscover. That's all great. But what does that look like? So they can, how does that really help them? What does reducing stress mean for your people? What does nourishing their body mean for your people? You'll probably know this, have a better idea of what this is for your particular niche. I know you have like some mom yoga and things, so just a little bit more specific. Also, I would recommend where it's got more information, have a button down here that goes to your contact page instead. So contact me for more information and have a link rather than just having your email address down here as well. You can also put these, you don't seem to have really much of a footer. You've just got this. I would have these all in your footer, so they're on like every single page. And then you're also going to be wanting some kind of links to a privacy policy. You may not need a cookie policy, but definitely a privacy policy. Website terms and conditions are optional, but legally for New Zealand, you do need a privacy policy. There is a privacy policy generator on the New Zealand business website. It's very basic, but it's quite straightforward, and that would at least cover that part of you legally. This is not legal advice. I am not a lawyer. Also, so for teachers, it's just you. Again, I love this beautiful photo of you, but I would just change this to about instead, unless you are planning on adding more teachers into this. I really also like that you have a testimonial like inbuilt into your page here, so people are going to see it naturally. I really love that. If I were to redesign it, I would definitely sort of be spacing this more out. So you'd have like a few paragraphs and a little bit more photos and a little bit more designy. But in terms of like content wise, I think it's really good. The only other thing, again, you can have a call to action being like ready to get like, let's work together, and then link here or get in touch with me to learn more and go to your contact page, whatever the goal is. So I would just also, again, have a button linking them. What's your call to action? What do you want them to do? How are they going to practice you? Book a class and send them to your booking page, or send them to the yoga page to book a thing, or even have your yoga booking form underneath this. Health coaching, I really like that you have your book a free strategy session here. If this is the free one, I would personally add free in that title somewhere so people know that that's the one that they should be selecting, and then just reinforces that it's free as well. Once again, I just add a little bit more to this copy in terms of what does this mean if people have got better nutrition, meditation, how does that reflect into their lives? What are the results that they will get from doing this type of work? Yoga, I like that you have a booking form. You could just have a little bit about the yoga at the top. So would maybe, if this is about and this is the yoga, even just combine these two pages so that this booking form goes underneath this moving meditation and what it's all about, and then you have the booking form here, and then you can get rid of that page completely and simplify it a little bit. This mum and bub yoga, I just got a little bit confused. This is just obviously a pamphlet, which is all good for social media and things, but then you're linking them back to moving meditation. Are they just joining? Are they supposed to be signing up through this page? I didn't see this on your booking page, so that's just a little bit confusing. What are they supposed to do? And then it's great that you'll have all of these amazing testimonials and your picture again. Don't necessarily need a testimonials page. You can just scatter these throughout your website like you did earlier, so people naturally come across them. And then your contact page, which is great. I'd maybe put another one of these beautiful photos of you, so you could possibly have this one at the top of your contact page, and this gap underneath probably, and then have all these testimonials just scattered throughout your website really naturally. So for this second part of the video, I just wanted to show you a mock-up example of how your website could look using Mirror template that's with a few customizations. So here we've got your header, we have who you are, so it's quite similar to the same sort of text as what you've already got. I've just added in that you are in Wellington, because looking at your class schedule, a lot of them are in-person events, and that's quite important to include somewhere in the header. And then you're just scrolling down, there's a little bit about me. This will link to your longer about me section. You've got a little bit of a mission statement, some more about your moving meditation and what this is about, what sort of type of yoga you're teaching, and then a work with me section, which these you'd obviously switch out for your images, and then you can have a little brief bit about what each of your packets are, and then open to book there, and then have your testimonials throughout your website here. Then we've got the footer, so quite simple, but just sort of a little bit polished, and it flows through in a full website style. And then of course, each of these would then expand out on a new page.